All right. Hey, everybody. Apologies for going live 30 minutes later than we thought we would. Our dog somehow got out of the house and a neighbor found him. I was bringing the kids back from a trampoline park for 30 minutes later than we thought we would. Our dog. That was me. That was me. Sorry. So we're discombobulated. And David goes, is that Lucky on the mailbox? Up the neighbor had taken a picture and already taken him to the vet and had him the chip. We didn't even know he was chipped. And anyway, we got the dog back. Drama over. K-Pro would have divorced me. I don't know for sure I let the dog out, but I did have the gate open because I had to take a picture for something we're having delivered. But anyway, you don't want to know about that. You want to know about the breaking news. No, go Tigers, Caesar. Now, K-Pro got an email from Justin today. I didn't get an email. The show's just called Cowlazars. He didn't email me, but he emailed K-Pro. So I'll let K-Pro take it away. Then I'll play devil's advocate for all of you, and I'll ask the questions. Take it away, K-Pro.
Well, we talked about this yesterday. We said Justin must have a lot of downtime because he's just randomly asking all of us. When he put the answer to the location of the $100 picture in the book, he said, there's no picture, but if you want to guess and send me your guess, here's the email to send it to, which I thought was odd. Did you think that was odd, Mike?
Yeah, the contest was over. I understand if it wasn't Lisa that won, it was this other person. Maybe he wants to make the statement to correct it. But why would you then put the email and say, and send your guesses in if you want? Like, he already put the location up on Twitter, I thought. Like, I didn't understand that.
Yes, he did. And so I do know some others have gotten responses from him that said, you're either really smart or you've been watching my Discord or watching my Twitter. And it's like, yeah, so this one's a little odd. Is he?
So to me, that means watches Twitter and watches Instagram. Like maybe he's putting something there. Like pay attention to it. He's telling us to pay attention to it, I guess, in a roundabout way, would you say? But that's not the breaking news. Go ahead. Don't make him wait any longer, K-Pro. But you emailed that and he emailed you back, right?
I emailed that. And then, so here's what was his response. Ha ha. Christy, are you masquerading as Lisa for a day? Because I put literally the same thing she said. No, never. Okay. So here is what he said. You guys ready? You ready, Mike? You ready?
Breaking news. Here, let me just hit it. Now, you guys may not think it's breaking news, but we'll talk about it. It's new, so we'll talk about
it. FYI, an audiobook should be available within the next 2 weeks.
An audiobook, okay. But there's more, right?
I've included some additional content in the audiobook that may help fill in the blanks for some that have been questioning a certain location on the map.
That's Alaska, right? Aren't we all questioning how could it be in Alaska and customs? And now we know it's not customs isn't an issue, but okay. So an audiobook in the next 2 weeks. That's the breaking news, everybody. We thought, why not wait? Why wait till Monday? We'll go live now and tell everybody. I'm assuming Justin is going to post this somewhere to let everybody know, but
okay, wait.
No, I doubt the audiobook is not free, shiny. But yeah, I'll be at devil's advocate. Go ahead and finish, K-Pro, and I'll ask all the questions that you can't answer. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, because I have more exchanges with Justin. I'll do that after you put in your opinion, thinking you're right. No, it's okay. You go right ahead. First of all, so we know that there's an audiobook coming out. He said that all along. But now that he's putting different content in it, that's the first thing. And then it is, what was the exact words?
A location we've all been discussing. How did he word it?
I've included some additional content in the audiobook that may fill in the blanks for some that have been questioning a certain location on the map. Now, let's think through this. A certain location on the map. So you said Alaska.
Yeah.
It could be the whole Oregon debacle because I know Doug Heideck had some question, but he already clarified that on the errata page. So Alaska, that maybe he's going to clarify potentially about
Beaverhead. Is that
Beaverhead is in Montana where where we're searching.
Right. Just tell everybody. Okay.
His mom is in Tucson. Maybe he wants people to leave his mom alone. Maybe he will shed light. Like I personally don't think it is in Arizona where his brother passed away. Maybe he'll clarify that. Maybe he'll clarify stay away from my house more.
Maybe where his
I don't
brother
know.
passed away. That's true. I've
What do
people
you
reach
guys
out
think?
to me that they think that's it, and I'm like, he's not going to use that location. Come on. So here's one. This is separate, but it is a question I've gotten emailed a couple times. Is Yellowstone out because you have to pay to get in? What do you think, Kpro?
That is one of about. It's not accessible 24/7. You have to pay to get in. It's illegal for him to put it there, and he has said illegal spots should not be considered. So there's a whole bunch of reasons, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not in a national park, everybody. Okay, so now there's an audiobook coming out next 2 weeks. So when you go to his website and you go to buy the book, I'm sure it's going to say ebook, audiobook, and it's not ebook, hardcover book, audiobook. Now, some people are already saying, "No, I got to buy a audiobook. It's a money grab." Well, it's not a money grab. There's no way Justin's making his $1 million back. But the audiobook has got something additional in it, which will make us all want to buy it. But you know what? I would say you don't have to buy it because me and Kpro are going to do a show on what the extra thing is. So you really don't have to buy it if you don't want to. For me, I cannot listen to an audiobook. It's too slow. Like I have to read it myself. Even as a kid, like audiobook, a book on CD or whatever, I can't do it. I know some people might prefer an audiobook if you're not a big reader, but yeah, don't feel like you have to buy it just because me and Kpro will buy it and tell you what this new part is. Sure. Yeah, I don't think he's making $1 million, even if everybody working on this hunt buys all three things. It just doesn't seem, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, if this thing lasts 10 years, maybe. I don't think it's a money grab. I think he needs to rule something out, like he said. So he decided to do it with his audiobook. But what do you think, Kpro?
So in my opinion, I see the point. I just don't agree with the point. It's hard because the content is different. So people are going to want to check themselves. They're not going to believe Dirty Rotten Kpro. I personally want an audiobook. I want to put it on 1.5 speed and I want to zip through it. I prefer that rather because when I'm in the car, maybe driving 10, 11, 12 hours.
Well, that's true when you're going boots on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Do you want to put a poll up?
Who would buy all three, or who would buy the audiobook?
What content is Justin? What location on a map is Justin going to add to the audiobook?
Could you read it one more time? What he exactly said? Because you just made it sound as if he's adding a location.
I would love to, my darling. Where
Thank
my
you
dog
so
is
much. Everybody, thumbs up for Kpro reading it again, would you? And again, Kpro got the email. I didn't get it. She could have kept it all to herself. And then it would have been a surprise. But instead, we go live. We tell all of you audiobook coming. But in addition to that.
Yeah, and this isn't a hint. So let's anybody that has a problem, because he's also responding to lots of other people. Okay. FYI, an audiobook should be available within the next 2 weeks. I've included some additional content in the audiobook that may fill in the blanks for some that have been questioning a certain location on the map. Feel free to share this as you see fit, which I'm sharing it right now with all of you. So I would like you to put what location on the map will be clarified in the audiobook or will be added to the audiobook. And then go ahead.
I'm just reading it. What certain location on the map will be in the audiobook? Is that good?
Sure.
All right. But
so
how do I
get the point? So number one. Oh, go ahead.
So you have to actually list the locations. It's not a yes/no question. What do you want me to put?
Of course.
What do you want me to put?
So chat, you can weigh in. I think Alaska needs to be on there. It'll be somewhere in Alaska, clarified or added.
Okay.
Let's see. Alaska, Arizona.
Kiwi Road. Why would he clarify one place over another? Well, he said fill in the blanks on something that we've been talking about. Is that how he worded it?
Okay. I'll read again. How could he include a map in the audiobook? No. Explain it to him, Mike. That's AJ Rainville. Come on, AJ.
AJ, you're joking around. There's going to be no map and no pictures in the audiobook. It's just the audiobook, right? I mean, I guess it's a good question because you can't. So you cannot solve this. Well, all right, let's take a step back. Let me play devil's advocate. It's just like Forrest Fenn.
No, get the poll up first so then you can talk as much as you want as people.
Alaska, Arizona, what else?
Texas.
Texas.
Montana.
Jeez.
And other.
All right. Oh, I only get 4.
Okay.
I'll leave in Texas and put other. It's not a great
No,
point.
Montana is one of the biggest ones. Are you crazy?
So get rid of Texas. All
yes.
Right. Other. And
I'm going to read it one more time.
Yeah, please.
I've included some additional content audiobook that may help fill in the blanks for some that have been questioning a certain location on the map. Feel free to share this.
I've been questioning a certain location on the map. Now that could be to rule it out, or that could be
Oregon. That could be Oregon.
Why are they questioning Oregon? Do you know?
Yeah, because there was an error on the map. He put it on the errata page that he didn't have any influence on that. Yeah.
That's probably it then. It's probably Oregon.
Well, then add Oregon and take
polls already open. Alaska, Arizona, Montana, and other. Those are your choices. Go vote. Sorry. So that's the breaking news. There will be an audiobook, and this audiobook will address a location that people have. It will fill in the blanks for a location that people have questions about. I still don't remember how he worded it, but it's something like that. But I know some people are going to be like, well, now there's a book, and now there's an ebook, and now there's an audiobook that I got to buy. You don't have to buy any of them. All you need is the poem, and the poem is free on his website. But, of course, I don't think you can know what the things in that poem, what the clues mean, what they refer to without at least reading the book. Because Justin says in the very first chapter, it's not about the gold, it's about the person who hid the gold, their history, their obsessions, whatever else he listed. You got to get to know the person. Forrest Fenn's treasure was found because somebody got to know Forrest Fenn, and call it a slip up, call it whatever you want. They found out Forrest Fenn's favorite fishing hole. For this one, what is Justin's favorite blank? I guess we don't know what that is yet. That's why it hasn't been found yet. What, K-Pro? Why is that so funny?
I don't know, because I'm so happy my dog is back. So everything is fun and happy today. So yeah, is it ideal? Probably not. Could he just clarify? Could he have just clarified on his webpage? Yes. I like that. We've known all along that he's working on an audiobook, that he's putting something.
I didn't realize that. Is that right?
You get a little cherry on your audiobook cake. Your cherry right there. See, you're putting a cherry on the cake of the cherry pie. Apple. You're getting a pie. You're putting a cherry pie and you're getting extra little whipped cream. You're putting a little whipped cream in.
Right. Say it one more time for positive woofs.
No, I refuse.
All right. So you guys can all go in Discord and talk about it. So we're getting an audiobook, everybody. The audiobook will have an extra something.
Okay, guys, you have a 1 minute warning.
1 minute warning to go vote.
Who is he talking about?
Has your dog sniffed bronze yet, K-Pro? Not yet.
My dog has no teeth, can't hear, can't see, is 18 years old, and Mike opened the door and just threw him outside. And
I don't know. I don't know that I did that, but it must have got out somehow. So all the dog wants to do is hump other dogs. The dog's been fixed for 10 years, but all he wants to do is hump other dogs.
Typical man.
We know the instinct is there, right? We know, even though we don't understand why. All right. Does a video game come out next? And that's the devil's advocate. How many things do we have to buy here, for God's sakes? But you don't have to buy it. That's the thing. You don't have to. All you got to do is figure out the poem.
Sternworm, we're Cowlazars. They're in the description section. Is the Cowlazars Discord channel. I am K-Pro here if you try to DM me, which I know you're going to do because, we're buddies. What changes after the audio book, I wonder? Okay. Now, other was 43%. What's the other, guys? What's the other?
108 votes. What certain location on the map will be in the audiobook? Other 43%, Alaska 28%, Montana 19%, and Arizona with 8%. Meant to hit that one. So yeah, people are split. I think he's going to rule out the discrepancy that's on the map. You said it was Oregon or something? It was.
Yes. There was like an elevation issue, or it didn't have a state capital that has a star. I don't remember what it was. You can go to the errata list and read it all day long. But wait, what does K-Pro do? Because she is a dirty, rotten scoundrel. And I think it's so funny when people talk in their third person about themselves. But do you think I stopped there, guys? Do you think I said, well, that's so sweet that Justin sent me that?
3D bronze. It was just like another treasure hunt, K-Pro. We found the dog. We're good. All right. He's going to clarify the private land and the lease land that people are talking about.
But on a map. I don't think that's on his map. Oh, now, Did he say on the map? on a map. Let's pick his words apart. On
Well,
the map. So it's the map inside
the
the book.
Yeah.
On his website.
So it might be a big nothing burger. In other words, it's, it might not be breaking news.
Okay, so what, Mike, if you knew me, do you think I would just go, oh, that's so sweet, and I'm not going to ask Justin the question back? Do you think that's me?
No, ask him, because he knows whatever he gives you, we go live and tell everybody. So that's why he told you to begin with.
Okay, so do you want me to tell you what I sent and then he sent me back?
Sure.
Okay. I said, oh my gosh, we will go live with this, because I wanted all you to have it right away. Even though we were live yesterday, we're now live today. Are there any other details you can provide? My guess is you're ruling out Alaska.
And what did he say? So you said you think he's ruling out Alaska. So I'm doing another poll. Will you buy the audiobook? Go ahead.
I am not planning to rule out any states as part of the audiobook release.
Well, there we go. So he's not ruling anything out. He's clarifying something. Is that how you took it? Okay, bro.
I've included some additional content in the audiobook that may help fill in the blanks for some that have been questioning a certain location. What does fill in the blanks mean?
Well, then it's not named, and it should be. He said a third party did the map, so any mistakes are unintentional. Didn't he say that in the errata?
I don't know. You didn't bring it up. I don't know.
All right. So the poll is open. Will you buy the audiobook? Yes or no?
Well, no, because Mike's going to buy mine.
Oh, funny. All right. Errata is under the book.
Ooh, 50-50. Keep voting, guys. This is interesting. 50-50. I know at least one blank. Please say more. No buy in protest. Ooh. No, you don't rule out of Alaska. K-Pro with your words. Slap, slap. Okay. No, don't rule out Alaska. Okay, the only reason I say that is my daughter had an Alaska solve, and I told her anywhere she gets a solve, I will take her. So I just didn't want the expense of, I think it's cost prohibited for a lot of searchers to go to Alaska personally, if they live in the continent. Anyway.
Positive woofs, just watch from the beginning. You'll understand. You'll watch from the beginning. Okay, this is from the map, guys. I guess I better share it so you don't think I'm making it up. If you go to the errata, so you go to frequently asked questions about the book, and it says I found an error in the book, and you go here. April 2, 2025. This has been there for the last 18 days, 17 days. The map. First, it says the capital city of Oregon, Salem, is missing. Thank you to Scott Chahali. So Salem is it's unintentional. Salem is missing. It should be there, but it's unintentional. This, if it's on this page, it means it was unintentional. It was an accident. It's not a clue. But here's what he also said about the map. I chose the landmarks to be labeled, but the map was designed by a third party. Any incorrect names, positions, and elevations are not intentional. Thank you to Doug Heiduck, William Hayes, and Diane Court for first catching this. So he chose the landmarks to be labeled. K-Pro, does that mean that where the treasure is hidden is labeled on that map? Second vlog you ever did for Forrest Fenn is that where Warm Water Salt was labeled on his map.
There is some odd. Okay, this was the discussion because I was with Doug in Discord and chat. And it's like the highest peak in every state, except for the peak that was in, I want to say Mount Shasta. Mm-hmm. It was a wrong elevation. So what I'm hearing by that is Justin's taking credit that he wanted Mount Shasta, but the elevation is what was on the book person, and the book person didn't get it right. Now, here's my question. Mm-hmm. Didn't he already fill in the blanks to those particular issues? So why would he need to further fill in the blanks?
It's here, so it must be something else other than what's here is the only thing I can think of. I don't know. Or he's getting so many emails because people aren't checking the website like they should, I guess.
Wait, he's getting so many emails because he said, if you want to have fun, email me your solution to something I already put a solution at. He wants to engage with us. He wants to send emails back. If you get one, let me know. Send it to me and we'll go live and tell everybody. It's not secret super hints. It's just interesting stuff. Kind of fun. This isn't huge breaking news, but it sure is interesting. Right. So everyone now knows. It seems that there's something different in the. Okay, what did the poll say?
All right, go vote. You have 1 more minute left. We got 300 people watching, and only 122 have voted. And that probably means those 180 people aren't actually signed in. So if you click the link I put on Facebook, you can't vote because you're not signed into YouTube. So what you should do is get off of Facebook and sign into YouTube and subscribe to our channel and thumbs up, and then you can vote and tell everybody if you're buying the audiobook or not. Okay, he said in the next 2 weeks, Colton, so we don't actually know when. But look on the page. I'm assuming his page will have ebook, hard book, and then audiobook. We will buy it when it comes out, although you're going to have to listen to it, K-Pro, and compare it to the book to see. I'm not going to. I hope you do, because I can't. I just can't. I mean, I'm okay. Background, but
he's saying he's adding some content. I'm assuming the content other than that is identical. Which one do you think it's identical to? Because the ebook and the book have some word differences.
Here's the question: are there words that are different between the ebook and the ebook and the hardback book? Are there words that are different? Well, then I'm behind because I don't know what they are. Then has anybody?
You should check in with your wife on occasion if you wanted to chit chat about that.
Has anybody publicly said what they are yet?
I
don't know if it's been public.
I don't think it's been posted. I think in chat it was discussed, or at least one of them were discussed.
That's important.
Now, here's my question: if you believe, not by accident, that there is not a difference between there is a difference between the book and the ebook, which one is the audio book going to mirror, the book or the ebook?
Right. That's a good question. Yes, Colton, on the show we did last night, we pointed out that the ebook and the hardback have two pictures that are missing, whatever that means. Intentional. He hasn't. See, that's the hard part. He says there's some intentional things that are different between the two books. But if one has an error and the other doesn't, he should put it on the website so we know if it's important or not. I emailed him something yesterday, and I haven't heard back yet. So, all right. So does that mean Cowlazars isn't a good listener? Well, snarky grumpkin, maybe. It's probably part of it. All right. Alaska is the granite part of the poem. All right, Lewis. Okay. Hang on. Watto Man says, I went through the entire hardback and compared the text. You compared it to the ebook? Because that's what we're talking about. There were no differences.
Yeah, Watto Man's wrong.
You're wrong, Watto Man.
Or Watto Man has a different ebook than several of us in Discord that all looked it up at the same time and said, wow, I didn't catch it, just to be clear. Somebody else, and I said, wow, that is a difference. So maybe you have a different version of the book, or maybe you missed something. If you're saying there's no differences.
Who read this audiobook? I volunteered to read it for him, but he obviously didn't choose me. You think Justin read it too? Or no?
No.
Think he had somebody read it? Okay.
It's a lot harder. I read the invitation. It is a lot harder than I read the first couple chapters and said, I can't do this. Because you don't realize how much you change even just one little word. And that was part of our puzzle. Do you remember when we changed the audiobook from the ebook and people had to figure that out?
Mm-hmm. I do remember that. So you're saying he's copied our treasure hunt? All of this just a copy? Is that what you're saying?
All the best parts. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. That's it. That's the break. Should we talk about Discord, K-Pro, or do that another day? We do have 3.
I think we should put the warning out, but how we're going to be fixing it, I think we need to, we do need to put a disclaimer in Discord. I don't know. Go ahead.
Well, are we going to explain it? Like, I guess we are, since we're talking about it. So here's the situation, everybody. We have a Discord. It's called Cowlazars Grand Adventure. Every night, people are going into the Let's Talk About It channel and talking and discussing the book. It's JCB, whether it's JCB's or now Justin Posey's the newest one. It's a place for anybody to talk about treasure hunts, okay? We call it Speakeasy, but the channel is called Let's Talk About It, and it's audio, and so people can talk. What somebody has been doing for the last couple of weeks, I guess, is they are recording everything in that Let's Talk About It, and they're uploading it on YouTube, but they're changing the voices to AI voices. Okay. And the issue with that is, one, you should probably tell people if they're being recorded, I would think. That's one. It is like a public thing, but in other words, it's free to go to. You can join our Discord for free and go in there and talk. But somebody is recording you, so we want you to be aware of that. Anybody can record it. I mean, there's no way to prevent somebody from recording it. But because they're uploading it onto YouTube and they're changing the voices to AI, my fear is they can also use AI to add something that wasn't said. I mean, they could, in the voice that's talking for K-Pro, it could say, I found it, or, whatever. There could be things that are not factual from the Discord. Let's talk.
I hate to say, if someone came to me and asked me, I think, or Mike, it'd be a little different. This is our Discord, which is, it's like a private bar that They did it without asking. I
Yeah.
personally have, but there are some legal issues. I discussed it both with, and I know they're just bots, but both YouTube and Discord. Since we didn't have a public rule that says no recording, we will be adding that. What are we going to do after that? Because they're just going to continue to do it. And then once we ban them, they just come back the next day as someone else. I don't know who, some people are accusing some people and all that. But just in general, I don't like the idea. But so I know some people are setting up their own private Discords. They've asked if they can have a private room for verified people. So we're trying to figure out how to deal with it. I just want everyone to be warned. There are people that we now have been made aware are secretly recording the people in Discord chat. I'm sure they're doing to all of them, which is disappointing, but there you go.
Right. Should we give the YouTube channel or we should not? I mean, I guess people.
I don't want to give them the publicity of it.
All right. So what we're saying is be aware that you are being recorded. Those conversations in the speakeasy are being recorded. And that's just the way it is. There's no way for us to prevent it from happening because anybody is in there can hear it and you could just hit a record on your computer. You know what I mean? So just to be aware it's happening. I'm just worried about the AI part. I mean, I don't know what else. Anybody else can think of a solution? Email KPro3 or Cowlazars and let us know. I'm not sure what we could do.
Well, one of the ideas I had is if someone else is going to do it, why not just put it on Cowlazars' channel? But it would be openly discussed and told that that's what we're going to do. Because the guy has set up a Patreon and people are donating to him to continue to secretly record. I think that's even grosser. So I don't know.
So we recorded ourselves and then uploaded to YouTube. No, don't change the voices. Actually upload the conversation that's in Speakeasy. That way, I mean, people who aren't in Discord or can't make it could listen to what's being talked about. But would people not participate, I guess, would not talk about things if they knew it was being recorded, which it already is. We're telling you because we just found out. I just found out yesterday, late last night. KPro told me because I didn't know. And would you still participate if we were going to record it and just upload it on the Cowlazars channel for everybody to hear?
Well, but here's the thing for me. Some people said this is going to change how I am discussing things in the Discord. And I have to tell you, I agree. There is a difference between YouTube on the internets and kind of a private area that you're having, even though there are some strangers, a private discussion. Now, what came up, I discussed it with the group late last night, after I became aware of it from a couple people. And they said what we could do, like I have actually seen or met or know a lot of the people. So basically lurkers will get bounced and people we don't know are going to be bounced. And for we have a voice chat too, where you could go in for the second voice chat channel and it could almost be like reservation only. I don't like that because there's so many new people and I want them to be able to just kind of get their feet wet and listen to us crazy people. And then eventually they'll jump in. So I didn't like that idea.
So let the people that are in the Speakeasy weigh in, I guess. I mean, they're the ones that we're talking about.
Yeah, it's going to tailor the amount of rich discussion that was happening, and we will just start having some private discourse. I'm a part of a couple of the private discourse that have like 10 people in them.
But positive, being recorded is one thing where I just want to play it back when I have time. Being recorded and then uploading it to YouTube, that's a different thing. Now you're making it public to everybody that watches the YouTube show. So, yeah. We'll figure out how we're going to handle that. Right now, we just wanted people to be aware of it. So I think at the beginning of every speakeasy, there should be a disclaimer of somebody's recording these and put them on YouTube, just so you know. And I don't know how to deal with it at this point. But okay, let's close the poll. Bam! We had 168 people vote. And the question is, will you buy the audiobook? No, 57%. Yes, 42%. 168 people voted. Thank you for those who voted. And they say they're not going to buy it, but then when it's out, they'll buy it.
Well, let me ask you to do one more poll as we wrap up, because I have a couple things I want to say as this poll's going on.
Okay.
Can you put how many of you have or are going to buy either the book or the ebook, either actual book? Because that'll tell, if it's 50-50, that's about the same. I want to know how many people bought the hard copy book that won't buy the ebook, but this is the way to do it. Just do what I asked that way.
Wait, you want me to do another poll?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want me to say? Is it a yes/no poll or is it a book ebook?
Yes, it's a yes/no.
Okay. What's the question?
Have you purchased the book/ebook? Question mark.
Oh, I see.
Okay. So there's a lot of people in the same situation. So I'm going to say this right out loud. For Travis has said, I found the checkpoint, and it's undeniable and ingenious. He's found the cipher, and it's way more complex than people think. Lots of people believe they've solved everything, guys, and there's a special channel for you. If you want to give information on that, you go to our content areas discussing the book or the poem or whatever. If you are shouting just that you have it before anyone else, that is called the Rooster Channel, and it is for you, and you will have lots and lots of company. There's many of you saying that with no further information or explanation, and you will have really good like-minded friends in there. I guarantee it.
There you go. Finding DB Cooper says, I run the Rooster Club. Is that Nikki? Quit recording. I should say. I have no idea who's doing it. All right.
Well, he joked that it was him, and people got a little crazy last night.
Okay, so the poll is open. Have you purchased the hardcover book ebook is the question. Sure, there's going to be an audio book in 2 weeks or whatever, but have you purchased the book ebook? And if you haven't purchased the book ebook, put in the chat, why not? Some people say they can't afford it. That's valid. But why have you not bought it? Emma says she'll buy the audiobook. You have to. When you do a show about the treasure hunt, you kind of have to, don't you, Emma? So you guys
and everyone has to thumbs up. There's 25 thumbs up and 293 people. Thumbs up, please.
I don't know if that searcher from last night was found. There was a searcher that was found, but I don't know if it was that one.
It was not, and that searcher is not TTI or JCB. It is actually a place where it's almost like Victoria Peak or Oak Island. It is a place, Moon something. We discussed it all there. So he was looking for like historic treasure. So he's not in our community. I thought he was working on one of ours in the community. So I wouldn't even have probably brought it. I mean, it's still good to get information out.
Should we tell him about possible trip we're going to be taking or no?
I already told him last night.
We'll tell everybody.
Who do you think I'm meeting up with? He said we can have a barbecue at his house.
No. I meant another trip, a plane ride trip. We got our trips confused. You don't know what I'm talking about. All 6 of us going on a plane somewhere?
We said it yesterday on the show. Why?
Did we? I didn't remember if we did or not. Oh, okay. Anyway, apparently we did. All right. So I emailed the police department. Oh, about if he was found? Okay, Hooli, thank you. Let's hope wherever he was out there, let's hope he gets found. For sure. Just like we found our dog. Is the dog with you, K-Pro?
Yes.
Yeah, right now. I'm serious. Yeah, okay, good.
No, I have Chewbacca up here, so I can't tell when he lays on Chewbacca.
All right, which is a blanket, by the way. All right. Okay, everybody, let's close the poll. 125 people voted. Let's vote. Give another minute. Can we get the other poll had 168 people vote. So like I said, get off of Facebook and log into YouTube, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, and then vote. And have you purchased the book?
That's a lot of honeydews, honey.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
What's up, AJ Rainville? It's been a while. How's it going?
Some things that you may not realize is, I'm hoping it's okay to say this, Cynthia. Uh-oh. Cynthia and I are going boots on the ground. Cynthia and I are going boots on the ground.
That. Emails of, will you look in Montana for me? So they all want you to go look in their spot, K-Pro. You won't do it?
Nope.
Won't even hear them out? All right.
Nope.
So people say they know exactly where it is, but I just, when they give me their stuff, it doesn't really click with me. So, but that's how it works with these treasure hunts. I mean, we all think we're right. So I get it.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, once we figure out if we're actually going to land at the spot that we're actually going to get there, we are going to do just an informal, anybody that happens to be up in Montana. It'll probably be, nice. I don't know, Sunday, Monday time frame. We don't know exactly yet. We're working around weather, as you guys know is important, but we will be together. And so we are, when I travel with Sam, I'm not going to tell people up front, but when I travel with Cynthia, she'll kick your ass if you mess with her. So we will do some sort of a searcher meetup at a little bar, probably in Dillon is what we're thinking right now. So we will let everyone know in plenty of time if you happen to be up there.
Lou B says Justin was nice enough to sign a copy for us. So Lou B might have the only Justin signed. I wonder if he signed other books for people. I don't know.
He did at the Netflix party. I know he signed Cynthia's and a few others. Yeah.
So Goldfinder says, I'm here in Montana. Looking forward to it. So that means K-Pro and Cynthia are going to Montana. I'm staying home because I got to freaking work, unfortunately. But yeah, they're going and they might do a little meetup. So she'll let you know. Subscribe to the channel. I'm sure they'll go live when they're up there. So if you guys are going to meet up somewhere. Emma says, damn, I can't be there until Thursday. But wait, you're going a week. Did you say when you're going or you didn't say yet?
A week from tomorrow is, I think, potentially, or a week from Monday.
They're thinking of leaving the 26th or 27th, everybody, somewhere around there. Probably go up for a day or two and come back. So if you're up there, yeah, Mr. 8K, hopefully you can meet up with them. 26th or 20. So they might be in Montana on the 28th. Is probably the plan. Monday the 28th.
Yeah, I was going to announce that later.
What'd you say?
She just outed me. So I also said, hey, Justin, can you come to, no, back before that. She said, reveal the bar, because I asked Cynthia, do we want to do a meetup?
Dillon, yeah.
Yeah, in Dillon. So what I asked him was, if you happen to be in the area, Justin, this is when I responded. If you happen to be in the area, can you give us a bar that you would recommend? And then also, would you mind dropping by and surprising everyone there and signing our books? I'm going to tell you up front, he's not going to be in the area, so he's not going to sign books. He said he probably won't be up that way for a while, is what he said. But he said the Den in Dillon. So we're going to check out the Den in Dillon.
Maybe he's got a webcam set up, huh, Capra?
So we will.
This is the thrill of the chase. Capra.
Well, I wanted to check it out a little bit before we did that, but Cynthia let the kitty cat out of the kitty bag.
You're going to trust me with the dog while you're gone. You might have to take the dog with you. That's funny. It was.
Well, no, Sam will be home. She's probably the most responsible person in the house.
Oh, wait. Emma says it's being renovated. I tried to go. Do you mean the Den in Dillon? You can't get in? Maybe by next week it'll be done, though.
That's where the treasure is.
Easy. All right. K-Pro, open tab at the Den. Yeah,
no.
All right. Let's close the poll. Have you purchased?
No, it's not open.
150 votes. 72% say yes. 28% say no. Out of 150.
Okay, so 75% of our group bought the ebook, and only 50% are going to buy the audiobook. Okay.
Well, I said the book and the ebook, the hardcover book, ebook. So.
Right. So only one has bought some sort of book up to this. 75% have bought some sort of book up to this point, and only half of us are. Well, half the people are going to buy the ebook as well.
Well, some people are saying that the Bitcoin only has $90 in it or $80. Like, what the heck? People got to be buying this book. But he didn't say when he was going to update it. So we have to wait. I mean, I don't think it takes a month or two for you to get the money from Amazon and Barnes.
Yeah, somebody in Discord said that they've been doing books like this, and they do it quarterly. So we will not get, yeah.
So March 27th is when it was available. March 27th is when the website launched. It hasn't even been a month, everybody. It's been 3 weeks. 3.5 weeks. So give it a couple months, and I bet the number in the Bitcoin wallet will jump. Yeah, they haven't paid it.
Goldfinder says Naughty Pine, who plays pool. I have a pool table, so I'll practice this week. I haven't played pool in years. Darts, though, soft tip darts. I'm down for that.
Not electronic, not hard tip. Oh, that is electronic, soft tip. Yeah, okay, never mind. All right, everybody, that's it. Thank God we got the dog back. We have an audiobook coming. That's the breaking news. It's going to have some extra info in it about the map. We don't know exactly what. We're trying to guess. We'll know when it comes out. And, and the big breaking news, if you didn't see last night's show, is there are 2 pictures in the book that are not in the ebook. Is that right? Did I get that right, K-Pro? Yeah. Now, what does that mean? Some people think
one has a different
Montana.
One has a similar photo, but not an exact photo. And then there's also some word. There's at least one we discussed, the night before last. One page has some different wordage than the other. Okay, let me ask you a question, Mike.
You need to tell me that, because I don't know what page that is. Yes.
Let me ask you a question. In an audio book, if there is, like, under one of the pictures, it says, I'm at Comet Mountain, or whichever, here's who's at Comet Mountain. Does it still have that?
It depends how you do it. I mean, whoever read this for Justin, it's whatever he told him to do. So they could say, picture of Montana, here's the caption, or they may skip the pictures altogether. So I don't know. The question is, I think it's situational. It's whatever they want to do. A couple people are in Speakeasy already. Estie's there recording people. No, I'm just kidding. I jump in Speakeasy. I might jump in there too.
Are you going to give away your big secret?
No, my secrets stay with me. That's why they're called a secret. But I'm waiting for Justin. Well, actually, maybe no reply from Justin is a reply in a way, isn't it? So anyway, eventually we'll talk about that.
Everybody thumbs up. And just so everybody knows, you know how Mike said he was taking me to date night last night? He fell asleep at the computer table. at the computer table.
I was out. Work's kicking my butt. Getting up at 5 a.m. to go to work, 6 a.m. to go to work every day really sucks. We need to find this treasure so I can retire, okay, bro? Okay. Anyway, that's it. Maybe Justin used AI text to speech. Oh, I hope it's not an AI voice. Could be, but I hope not. Anyway, we'll wait and see whenever the audiobook's out. I'm sure me and K-Pro will go live and tell you guys the new part, and you make your own decision. Kim says, I want to meet up in Montana. Well, are you going to be in Montana, Kim? And are you going to bring that bottle of champagne right there?
Natalia, if you go all the way to the left, go all the way to the bottom, and there will be a thing that says, let's talk about it, and click on that. And then there's a button that says join voice.
Yeah. So when you join Discord, go all the way. Yeah, exactly what K-Pro said. There's a list of all kinds of treasure hunt channels. Go all the way to the bottom to let's talk about it. So you and me both, Huli. So we'll see you there, everybody, and have a good weekend. We just want to let everybody know that K-Pro is getting inside information in this treasure hunt once again. She got an email from did he ask you, did you dip your toe in it in Montana? She got an email from Justin, and we went live to tell all of you that a audiobook is coming. And he said that, say it one more time for the people, K-Pro.
Oh,
I cannot remember.
Look at Luby's comment.
Yeah, we are, because you're going to be here, right? So, yes, breaking news, everybody. Lou B, longtime Forest Fen treasure hunter, in the Netflix series Golden Greed, The Hunt for Fen's Treasure. Lou B will join us Monday night to tell us all about the Netflix experience, and hopefully that if he's hunting for Justin's treasure, which I know he is,
last time
family think about him hunting for Justin's treasure. So we'll talk to Lou. Get your questions ready, guys. Put it in Discord if you have questions for Lou B. And
cool. I'm excited about that. Okay.
Yes.
FYI, an audiobook should be available within the next 2 weeks. I've included some additional content in the audiobook that may help fill in the blanks for some that have been questioning a certain location on the map. Please you can share this if you want.
Okay. Fill in the blanks for some questioning a certain location on the map. So it's a clarification. Which
I am. And you know what? I'm going to kick off the speakeasy because I'm going to go put this in speakeasy. So just so I don't have to repeat it 97 more times.
Kim lives on Flathead Lake. You know where that is, Cynthia? You've been up there. So apparently Kim can do a meetup when you're up in Montana. So awesome, Kim. And I hope to be there this summer sometimes. I don't go when there's snow. I go to actually search. So I'll have my metal detector and my flip-flops. I'll be out there searching a field or something. I don't know. Okay, Kimberly, that's a good question. Kimberly Henry, thanks for joining the program, says, where is the errata page? And I'm going to show you guys because it is not easy. He used to have it as a menu option at the top, but he took it down. You make of that what you will. When you go to treasure.quest, you go over here to frequently asked questions, okay? Then you come down here, and under resources, it says, I found a mistake in the book. Is it intentional? You go here, and this is the only link to the errata page that I know of. Or you could bookmark it, like right here. I'll put it in the chat. This is the errata page, and you can go right to it. So if you guys want to bookmark that, you can just go right to it in the future. He updated it 2 days ago. There are some misspelled words. There's always misspelled words. You know, that's a good question. Did the Thrill of the Chase have misspelled words, K-Pro? Forrest Fenn never did an errata list. He didn't have one misspelled word?
No, but remember, this was his 10th book or 9th book, and he had professional editors that were doing all of that. Like, he had a professional editing team.
So do you think in the very first printing, there was really no misspelled words to change?
Oh, I had every single printing for that reason. Now, the only thing that did happen is the ISBN for number 5 printing actually changed, and he gave some baloney reason. Every librarian said he's either lying or we don't know. So, yeah, there was a different ISBN for printing 5.
Okay. And I'm just because we're live, K-Pro, I'm going to do something that you don't know about.
Oh, good.
You can't stop me. All right, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, not stop me, but so that is how you get to the errata page, everybody. So thumbs up the video just for showing you that. I want to read something, so let me grab it. I'll be right back.
Oh, what do we think Mike's up to? You guys, he's been working hard. Oh.
Okay, before we sign off, Christy's like, oh, great, what is it? So recently, we went through all our Forrest Fenn collection, all the books, all the gallery and everything, and we're thinking of selling that, but that's not what this is about. In one of those Thrill the Chase books, I found a note, and I want to read it because I think it's important. I think it shows really what the community is all about. So, and I got to give you a backstory before we do this. There was a searcher that took one of our Thrill the Chase books. Not going to get into that, but they are not going to return it. Put it that way. And then in the mail, magically, we got a Thrill the Chase book. And this is the note that came with it. Do you remember this, K-Pro, or do you not remember? This is a couple years ago.
Copper Dan, right?
Copper Dan. It says, Mike and Christy, I heard you lost the TTOTC first edition signed book. If I had one to give you, I would. I hope this version will suffice. He put in a recent version of TTOTC. It's truly one of a kind with the inscription on the inside. Heather Dawn got Forrest to write the inscription and sign it. I purchased it from her, and to my knowledge, it is the only version of its kind. It is my gift to both of you to do with as you see fit. Feels like a lifetime ago, but it was only 4 years ago when we met at the Blue Corn in Santa Fe. As we got to know each other better, you gave me a platform to speak from, sell my art form, and launch my treasure hunts from. I cannot thank you both enough. You will remain friends in my personal life for years to come. Thank you, Mike, for always standing up to defend me, even though I never asked you to. Christy, we have hit a few speed bumps in our friendship, but always seem to put the treasure behind us. Always seem to put the drama behind us. You have an amazing gift at bringing people together, and I hope WSOF will never end. Your friend, Copper Dan, always choose the good in people. Dan didn't have to do that. Copper Dan didn't have to send us a book. He didn't have to send this note. So that's the kind of person that Copper Dan is. So I just thought I would acknowledge it. This is probably going back 4 or 5 years, but I happened to come across that note, Dan. And what I got to do is remember which book had that inscription you're talking about, because we have maybe 10 or 11 of them. I got to figure out which one. So if you remember what it says, email me. So we may not want to sell that book, or we may, I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah, Forest Spring collection of a lot of different Eric Sloan and those other things. We're going to kind of purge out a little. We had kind of a large collection. I had every printing of the book, those sorts of things. And a lot of people have been asking me, do you have a Thrill of the Chase book to sell? And I am going to sell some of them at this point. So
yeah.
Anyway,
I'll be making a video tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be the Forest Bend stuff, but it'll definitely be some D&D stuff. So Copper Dan and his wife do have a business, and they didn't ask me to do this. I'm just doing it because he's a good guy. CopperElements.info, everybody. We have 5 pieces of Copper Dan's artwork in our home right now, and check it out. They do this burnt image on copper. Get it? That's why he's called Copper Dan. So check it out. Their website really has some cool stuff and show support. And just thanks, Copper Dan. I came across that note and it kind of touched me. And I thought, that's who Copper Dan is.
Why don't you two get a room?
Maybe we will. How about that? All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Audiobook coming soon. Thank you to Justin for doing the treasure hunt. And I guess we're going to go live Monday. Oh, that's right. With Lou B. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tune in Monday, and we will hear all about the Netflix experience with Lou B. And you can ask him that you thought he was in Yellowstone and he ended up being down at the border.
You were in Mount Hayes, Lou. What happened? And there's a whole Netflix story. Is it just a bunch of malarkey? What happened?
I think he is at Mount Hayes, but he, for the special, he may be switched. But anyway, yeah, happy Easter, everybody. Hey, Nemo, we haven't talked in a while. Good night, everybody. We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend.
Bye.